Welcome back to my channel, Fit to Motivate. My name is CY, and I have a few questions for you. Do you feel like canceling your gym membership? Do you feel like you're way over your head? Feel like it's hard to stick to your workout routine? Or you're finding it difficult to get the results you've been seeking? I'm telling you, make sure you stay tuned, because this video will come in with you with 5 tips on how to stay on track. Let's get after it. Let's dive right into it, okay? Tip number 1, move to feel, okay? Before we go any deeper, I'm gonna talk about what I think about feelings. I think feelings are amazing. Feeling allows us to be more self-aware. It allows us to engage, to connect, to react. So feelings are amazing, but we're gonna distinguish the difference between feeling an emotion and acting on it. And I think John Maxwell illustrates this the best way. He says there are 2 types of people. One is waiting to feel before they do. The other is doing until they feel. The problem with this first group is you're sitting, waiting on this magical day where everything is just gonna line up and be convenient enough for you to act on what you've been dreaming about. But I'm here to tell you this, and I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's a lie. There's no such day. So I'm telling you, the problem with this first group is we're waiting on the day that never comes. So we end up accomplishing nothing. We want to be in the second group where we are moving until we start feeling. So I'm telling you this, if you feel like making a change, you need to ask yourself this question: why not me? Really though, why not you? But the difference is you just can't be interested in change. You need to be committed to change. Okay, I'm saying commitment over interest. And what commitments look like is we base our actions not just on our feelings, but we base it on our principles, our values. So if you say you're gonna work out at this time, at this day, you do it anyway, whether you feel like it or not. Okay? Those off days are so valuable. The off days when you feel lack of motivation, those days are valuable because they build perseverance, which builds character, which leads to hope. I'm telling you, value the days where you don't feel like it, but choose to act on it anyway. Those off days are gonna help eliminate and erase the limiting ideologies and qualities that are holding us back. So I'm telling you, if you want to start feeling like you're in shape, you gotta start acting on it. And the consistency of that is gonna transform your idea of feeling in shape. Okay, so you gotta move to feel. We're moving on, okay? Tip number 2, track your progress. This is a part that makes a lot of us feel uncomfortable. I understand that. But I'm telling you, you need to know where you currently are so you can understand the work you need to put in to get your goals. How do you track your progress? You need to step on that scale. All right, you need to take photos before and after. And on top of that, you need to take measurements, because the scale doesn't always show the full picture. All right, you might have lost 12 pounds of fat and gained 4 pounds of muscle. All right, but you look and you feel different, you dress different. So tracking your full progress is gonna really allow you to see the full results of your hard work. And if you haven't heard this, results is the biggest motivator, because from seeing a picture from here to here, you start believing in the output you're putting in. You start having faith in the process and in the journey you're doing. So I'm telling you, track your progress. This will motivate you. This will surprise you. Who's ready for the next tip? I am, and I hope you are, okay? Tip number 3, nutrition. when it comes to this, you really need to think about the cost and benefit in this area, all right? Because I'm sorry to break this news to you, but you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. But pause, I don't like that word diet, okay? We need to stop thinking about diets, because when we think about diets, we think about a month, a 2-month, a 3-month period. But I'm telling you, we need to switch that perspective, not from a diet to a lifestyle change, okay? We need to make this a lifestyle. And to be honest with you, one of the best way to make it a lifestyle is you need to plan, okay? Like I mentioned in the earlier video, you need to plan, okay? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. We've all heard that. And when it comes to planning, we're talking about meal prepping. This is an area that terrifies people. We've seen a lot of, you've tried it, you can't stop it, but there are many ways to make this simple, okay? I'm gonna give you a few tips that works for me. The first tip when it comes to meal prepping, do not do your grocery shopping and your prepping on the same day. All right, you just put too much work on one day. So now your only day off from work, you gotta spend hours in the grocery store and then come home and spend hours prepping. This becomes too much of a duty and it's too hard to keep, okay? Go do your grocery shopping on Saturday and prep on Sunday. Whatever it works for your schedule, but split it up. Another tip is don't be a hero and try and cook 20 different meals. I'm telling you, what I like to do is pick 2 to 3 meals, right? Which for me, a pattern I'm doing currently right now, I have the same dinner I have for lunch the next day and I switch to the next meal. The same dinner, I have the lunch the next day and I just go back and forward. And I have the same breakfast all week. At the end of the week, I switch it up. Okay, you can go 2-3 meals, but I'm just telling you, in order to create consistency, you need to simplify it. This is gonna make your grocery bill a lot cheaper. On top of that, it's gonna make it more doable. Okay, you cannot try and be a hero when it comes to prepping. And when it comes to actually prepping, there are many ways you can break this down. I know some people like to prep everything at the beginning of the week. I've done that, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of that. I like my food to be a little bit fresher, so it's got that little, flavor. All right, so you can do that, or you can prep halfway, whether you prep on Sunday, prep on Wednesday. But like I said, what I'm currently doing is I like to prep on Sunday. I try to cut every veggies out, try and cut out all my, whether it's my potatoes, try and prep anything, whether I'm cooking my ground beef, anything of that matter, cooking my bacon, whatever it is, I'm cooking all of those stuff or cutting all of those stuff so that during the week and those evenings, when it comes to actually cooking, those it really shortens the time drastically. It makes it more doable, especially after a long day at work. So I'm telling you, simplify this area, but you need to plan. If you don't plan, if you don't prepare for that, I'm telling you, it's very easy to just want to run to the next fast food. And I'm telling you, make it a lifestyle, meaning find what works for you. You don't have to eliminate everything off your life, but you need to find what works for you. And if you feel like it's hard for you to even know where to start when it comes to nutrition, in the link below in the bio, I'm going to attach a link for a whole by nutrition. There's an amazing book published by the author Elsa Martin that I'm currently using, and it's absolutely game changing. So if you need some tips, click on that link, get that book, pick 2-3 options every week, 1 breakfast. Don't be a hero. Make your prep and your grocery shopping on a different day, and I promise you, you can make this more of a consistent routine, okay? We're gonna jump right into the next tip. Tip number 4, supplements, okay? Supplements. You can see the last 2 tips. These are gonna help you get those results faster. When it talks about supplements, this is a confusing area for a lot of people. And it is hard, especially if you haven't experimented before. But the biggest thing, I'm gonna just give you a couple options, but when it comes to supplement, it is very subjective for each individual. And for each individual, based on what phase and what journey you're on currently, could look completely different, okay? A couple essentials I think is a must for everyone. Number 1 is your multivitamins. Because I don't care how good your diet is, I don't care how we don't get enough vitamins as we need. So getting your multivitamins in is really gonna help you get those results. Your omega-3s, this is gonna help you with that lean muscle. Okay, it's gonna help you cut a little bit better. Those fish oils are gonna start helping you lose weight a little bit quicker. Another one I like is my vitamin B and my vitamin D. This helps with my bone density and also it helps with my energy level. All right, those are tips that I love and I think I suggest for everyone. And when it comes down to the other things like protein, creatine, pre-workout, BCAAs, trust me, all of those work. But like I said, this is very subjective for each individual. So if you need some help, I suggest you go to the nearest supplement store by you, go in with a list of questions, and I'm sure you're gonna get directed on what works for you. Or if that doesn't help or you need some other help, make sure just comment below here and I'll do my best to let you know what I think. Like I said, I've experimented with a lot of supplements and I'm very familiar with that. So if you need any help, comment below and I can do my best to answer you and help you figure that out. But supplements are actually gonna help you get those results a little bit quicker. I know you're ready for this. Tip number 5, accountability. You can't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, you need to find people around you that you can share your goals with. People that truly want the best for you. Those who are not afraid to tell you the real truth. Okay? This is what I call G-checking. Okay? You need friends that will G-check you. Tell you, I thought you said you were trying to go here, but why are we wandering off this direction? Friends that will G-check you right on the right track. Okay, so I'm telling you, okay, accountability goes a long way. You can't do it alone. We're not meant to live life alone. Okay, this makes it easier. You need to find people, whether they're on the same journey as you, a family friend, a co-worker, a trainer. Heck, if you don't have anybody, that's why I'm here. Stay tuned. I'm gonna help you get there. But I'm telling you, accountability is not just gonna get you started, but it's gonna keep you on track. Final points. Anything worth having is going to be uphill. You know what that means? It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a fight. It's going to require maximum effort to make progress up this mountain. But I'm telling you, it is worth it. You are worth it. Okay, if you take anything from this video, remember this. It doesn't get easier. You get better. Okay, your willpower gets stronger. Your ability to commit improves. It's a win-win situation for you. Okay, not only do you get the physical results you've been seeking, but along the way you get to work on your discipline. You get to build your character. It changes your day to day. You get to come home after a long day of work and you get to play with your kids. You got energy on energy. I'm telling you, you can go on hikes on the weekend. You can live life more spontaneously, more on your terms. But it's going to be a grind. So you need to stop looking at it as I have to work out. No, you don't have to. No one is putting a gun on your head and telling you have to work out. I'm telling you, you get to work out. It's a blessing and a privilege. We need to understand that. Okay? It's a blessing. I get to work out. It's not just a day at the gym, people. It's an extra year on your life. So I leave you with this. You got what it takes, but it is going to take everything you got. So let's climb to the top because your future depends on it. Again, it's your boy CY, and I'm telling you, you are fit to motivate.